Hey, boys and girls, I'm reading one of the best books out there. It's called Goodnight Moon, and it's by Margaret Weiss Brown. And the pictures were done by Clement Hurd. And I love to show this book at the same time, Runaway Bunny. I'm going to read this one too, but at a later time. What's cool about these books, if you get a chance to have both these books with you, there's pictures from this book in this book, and there's pictures from this book in this book. And you want to know why? Because the little bunny in this book is the same bunny in this book. It's so cool. It's the same mom and bunny, and it's the same bunny. You're not going to believe this, but it's the same bunny that is struggling to go to sleep. So with that said, let's get reading Goodnight Moon. Here we go. Good Night Moon. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. 1, 2, 3. I love the sound of turning the pages when I'm filming. And 2 little kittens. 1, 2. And a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse. And I gotta tell you a secret. This mouse is on every page that's in color. So you'll have to find this book and look for that mouse. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who's whispering, "Good night, room," says Little Rabbit to his room. And notice the room is still pretty bright inside. Notice that. Keep that in your head, because the room's going to change as the book goes on. Good night, moon. Good night, cow, jumping over the room. Oh, over the room. I mean moon. Good night, light. And the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Look at him. He's not even in his bed. He's doing everything but going to sleep. Good night, kittens. Good night, mittens. And I love this book, how it goes back and forth from color to like black and white pages. It's so cool. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house. Good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Look at the room. Did you notice it? It's starting to get darker. So that means it's getting later at night. He's staying up way past his bedtime. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, but the moon is really bright on the page. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Look at the room is really dark. The cats are sleeping. Look who's sleeping. The rabbit's sleeping. The little old lady gone because everybody's sleeping. The end. This is such a good story. It's one of my favorite. I hope you liked it too. I read a story too. Hopefully your family can find it at the library, called Goodnight iPad. It's so funny. It's similar to Goodnight Moon, but it is all about electronics. I hope you can find it and read it too. Take care.